guys, Janice Vaughn, letting your light shine. Thank you all so much for all your likes, comments, subscribes. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. This is episode 30, and I wanted to share a story about the narcissist losing his mind, which they do all the time, about which ended up with my entire kitchen being covered with a 44-ounce smoothie from ceiling to floor. Okay, the reason I'm telling you this is the sweet gal that I've had clean my home for the past, gosh, I think almost 7 years now. She was over yesterday and she was cleaning, and we were just talking about it, and that reminded me to share this story with you guys. So I had a big cup. It was probably like that huge. So the narcissist was so angry that day because he wanted to go to the casino. He frequented the casino quite often and didn't have a job. Okay, so yeah, was that my fault? Yeah, I would sometimes throw him, $100 just to get the hell out of my face so that I could have at least 3 to 4 hours, if not more, of just quiet and peace and all of this. So he had went into the kitchen and he decided to make himself, a smoothie. So he fills it up and he puts it on this big pink cup, right? And it's sitting on the counter. I was working, as I do quite often, and he wanted to go to the casino that day. And I said, at that point I was just like, no, because he had already gone like 3 times that week. And I just said, no. I said, no, we don't have the money to go blowing at the casino. And, there was no reason for him to go. So he starts his complete rage over and again and just starts yelling and screaming. And that was so embarrassing to me because I remember this day, it was nice out and, my windows were open. And so everybody could probably hear this man screaming, which they probably heard constantly. So he was so angry with me that he had his smoothie on the counter, on the corner of the counter. I'm over here on my desk. He gets so mad that he walks over and goes like this with the cup. This cup just splatters, what was it? Raspberry smoothie or whatever. It's pink. It was a pink substance. All over my kitchen. All over the ceiling. It's dripping from the cupboards. It's on the stove. It's on the countertops. It's dripping down on the cupboards below onto the floor. It was a freaking mess. And he storms out the door. Okay. So I'm sitting here going, okay, my first instinct is, screw you, dude. You clean this shit up. I'm not doing it. But then I'm like, wait a minute. This is my home. Okay. So here I am grabbing towels, grabbing paper towels, throwing them in the laundry, wiping down everything I could, which I was so angry that I even had to clean it, but I wasn't going to live in this crazy mess. I'm a clean person. So he stormed out the door. I don't know where he went for hours, but I did the best that I could. And then I had to make the phone call to my sweet cleaning lady, who's also my dear friend. And I said to her, I go, I have a really embarrassing question to ask you, but I'm just going to ask you. And I said, he lost his mind, which, her and I confided in each other. And she saw a lot of the abuse because she would witness it when she would come over and he would be there. But this particular time I had said to her, I go, here's what he did. I cleaned it up the best that I could. There's still spots that I just can't get to. Is there any possible way that I can pay you extra just to come over and just do a deep clean of my kitchen, just to make sure we get it all off, the cupboards and all this mess? And, bless her heart, she said, of course, Janice, I would absolutely do that for you. So she couldn't come until the next day. And so she comes in, and I didn't take a picture of it. I should have. And what I should have done immediately was contact the police. I absolutely should have at this point. So she comes over, she's cleaning, and I don't know how long it took her. I honestly, it probably took her like 8 hours because it was just that messy, even though I had already cleaned most of it up, right? But nooks and crannies and on the ceiling. And, I had a little shelving thing on top of my kitchen cabinets where I had like plants and like, you know, just cute little stuff, like knickknacks and stuff. So she had to get up there and clean all that stuff. So she comes over the next day, and the narcissist is, get this, sitting in the bedroom, laying on the bed, watching a freaking game. I think it was baseball because it was springtime. Watching a baseball game, knowing that he had done this. Okay, when he got back the night before, he didn't attempt to clean any of it up. In fact, he probably walked into the kitchen and went, she cleaned it up. Good, she needed to, you know, because I'm sure he thought that I caused him to do that, okay, because I'm in control of his behaviors, right? Right, okay. Whatever you think, narcissist, you know, because they react to us. And if we piss them off, then it's our fault that they had to react. So he is laying there in the bedroom watching this game as this lady is cleaning his mess that he did the day before. And, you know, we really didn't talk a lot because he was right in the other room. But I mean, her and I would look at each other every few minutes and just kind of roll our eyes. And at this point, you know, she knew what I was dealing with. And I think this incident happened just shortly after we were married. So it was a while ago. And, you know, she continues to clean, and she did for up until this point. To this day, she still does for me. But I mean, that was humiliating to me. And I was so embarrassed that I had to pay her. And I think I paid her $200 because first off, it was a request that was immediate. And, you know, he had already thrown a fit because he couldn't have had more money to go to the casino. But then he threw a smoothie, causing this entire disaster in my house, and laid there while somebody else cleaned up his mess. And I know with all certainty that he probably was sitting there in the bedroom going, yeah, they should both be dealing with this mess because they caused me to do it. So the rage in these people is ridiculous, and they're going to turn it on you. So that is such a gross story to me, and it's just embarrassing. But that's the kind of the rage that he did. And there was another time where I have a habit of having all my work files on the side of my desk on my left side. That's just the way my, as I'm looking at it right now. That's just how I stay organized. And one of the times that he was pissed off about something again, which was pretty much daily, he comes over and he said something to me, and I wouldn't respond to him. I just was looking at my computer screen, and he just takes his hand and backhands my files, and they go everywhere on the floor, and papers that hadn't been filed in the right file. And then I said, what the hell did you just freaking do? I go, that is so inappropriate. He goes, you made me do it. And I'm telling you, the evil in that man's eyes when he looked at me, I should have ran for the hills that day, because this actually wasn't too far after the whole smoothie incident, and it's just disgusting to me. So this is behavior. Okay, at the time he was probably what? I don't know, 48, 49. Who does that kind of behavior? This is not a 3-year-old child. But again, remember what I keep telling you, the narcissist does not have an adult mindset. They think like children. They act like children. They go run and hide, and that's another thing that he would do. He would run and hide. If I came in the door and I knew that he had been sitting in the recliner because I could see it when I was walking up to the door through the window, I'd open the door, and all of a sudden, every time he would be in the bathroom with the bathroom door shut. And I'm like, why is he hiding? Like, what is he doing? It was just crazy stuff. But I wanted to share with you guys this smoothie incident because I just think it's so ridiculous. And of course, he will deny that to this day. But you know what? My girl, my cleaning gal, yeah, she knows all too well about that day, and she talks about it. And we kind of chuckled about it yesterday. I mean, I almost have to laugh at the incredibly horrendous behavior of these narcissists. So they will snap, and they will just do anything on a dime. So I was always remaining calm. I never wanted to get, in a place where I was engaging with this man because it would just escalate. So that's a childish story that I had to share with you guys. It's so pathetic. It really is. So people are moving in here like crazy. Anyway, I live in a vacation resort, so that's why these beautiful RVs are always passing by. But I hope you guys you know, appreciated that story. It's just one of the rage stories, and I have so many more to share, but thank you guys for listening, and I will get back to the audio recordings because I'm going through those actually now. And oh, I found one where my girlfriend came over, and boy, did she get in his face. Oh, that's a good one. I do need to get her permission before I play that though, and because she rocked it. She rocked it. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Thanks. Love and light to all of you.